Hey everyone, Hippygypsyreader here again with another daily tarot reading for October 17, 2022. Thank you so very much for tuning back in over here to my YouTube channel. I appreciate all of you for being curious about today's overall energetic look. This is the extended reading for that mini reading that I posted to TikTok and then cross-posted to Instagram and Facebook. So if you're here from any one of those platforms, welcome. Thank you so very much for your curiosity about today's energy. I'm so thrilled to have resonated with you to bring you here. And if you're already a YouTube subscriber, I appreciate all of you so very much. Thank you so much. All of your positive vibes, your likes, all of this energetic exchange that's happening across every platform, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, here on YouTube. I'm feeling it. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate all of that energetic currency we are exchanging. It helps me to attune and it helps me to hopefully pick up on your energy, and I can offer you guidance as needed. If this reading finds you and you resonate with it, I am so happy to help. And if you're brand new here, welcome. I appreciate your being curious. My name is Cody, and I am brand new on the YouTube tarot reading scene as of 2022. So I have been reading for a few years, and I am happy to do this publicly. So I hope to grow, and I'm so thrilled to have met you all early on in the stage. Whoever's here already, thank you. I'm loving this. Thank you so much. Okay, we're going to go back over everything. If you're curious about that mini reading that I've done on those other platforms, the links are in the description box attached to this video. Easy for me to say. That is a quick 3-minute video, and you can pick from any one of those 3 platforms. There's plenty of options for you to pick from, and I'm posting all of the time as much as possible to do dailies, and then I'm working on monthlies right now for each zodiac sign. And again, I do all energetic placements for your entire natal chart, so feel free to help yourself to any one of those readings. I'm trying to pick up on as much energy as possible, so we're going to take what fits and throw out the rest, right? So if anything doesn't resonate with you, please don't force it into your world, as this is for the general collective. So we will go back over that energy. If you do not want to see how these cards got on the table or my initial reaction, I will go back over everything for you here gladly, quickly, and then we are going to do more clarification, run out some advice, and look for some oracle to close out the reading. Let's get started. If it happens to be your birthday today on October 17th, I hope y'all have a beautiful Monday birthday. All of you October 17th babies out there watching today, appreciate you. All right, let's get going. We've got that judgment card for today's overall energy. I feel like somebody is making a final judgment call. And I do mean final because this is the major arcana. So this is transformative decision making, right? This is not the Two of Wands. This is not the Two of Pentacles. You know, we have to make a choice, a decision. This is, okay, this is what's happening, and this is how I'm going to go. After this, you have the World card. So there is a judgment call that is leading you to complete a cycle. So this is transformative, as it is, again, major arcana, right? So we do have some sort of awakening and an awareness that has been made apparent to you that is leading you to the ability to make this decision. And it is a final decision, that judgment call coming in. Clarifying that, we've got the 5 of Wands. We've got the 8 of Wands. And then we have the Chariot card also indicating that we are moving on. We've got that 5 of Wands that is showing obstacles, challenges, could be competition. Somebody could have you in a competition. You could be putting somebody else in competition. You could feel competition from your workplace, in a family situation, in a love life situation, what have you. But there is just this apparent energy here of there being some obstacles and challenges as far as being able to detach and move ahead. We are moving on no matter what, though, because 8 of Wands indicates that there is accelerated motion. And when it comes out with the Chariot, I do feel like we are absolutely taking a very controlled final move to quickly leave something behind. No matter what the obstacles and challenges are, we are overcoming them quickly, and we are having great victory and success in doing so. You could be dealing with a Cancer here with that Chariot card coming in. 8 of Wands also could be about a lot of messages coming in. That's a lot of emails, DMs, what have you. But there's a lot of communication is another possibility, which could be the push that is driving you away. The Emperor drives that Chariot, so that is somebody who's in control. That is somebody who is making, you know, very decisive moves, right? Okay. Underneath the deck, we have that 6 of Cups energy. So this is something from the past. This is something from the past that we are emotionally tied to with that Cups energy. And then that is about looking back We do have that Knight of Cups coming in. So this is somebody bringing in a possible new romantic offer. This is also an emotional offer. Somebody is bringing in. But Knights, they don't get off their horse, right? They're in and out. This could be somebody coming in to see if maybe there's a possibility for something that could happen, but there is a temptation, there is an addiction, there is some sort of cheater energy here. There's an attachment that we feel totally drawn to that we're unable to release. More movement, right? So we have that Three of Wands coming out at the bottom of the deck, talking about moving on. This is about forward planning also. This is about somebody looking ahead to see what is going to happen based on the planning they have put in. So moving ahead. Queen of Pentacles is about being a very supportive, very nurturing, luxurious, and then somebody's being guarded. They have their boundaries up and they have that wounded warrior energy. Somebody's been to the war and they're very protective, very guarded, right? Okay. Bottom of the deck over here, we've got the Four of Cups saying somebody is bored. They're not interested in what's being offered to them. There's a lot being offered emotionally, but someone is not interested. We've got the Three of Pentacles showing up, talking about recognition, reward. This also has to do with workplace collaboration. This also could be somebody in the workplace that is bringing you to a need to have to make a decision. There's that World card I was just talking about. So we have that need to make a decision, a movement, choices here with that Two of Pentacles I was talking about. So there is that lingering feeling about this being a completed cycle. Here comes the Four of Pentacles, holding on tightly to something, trying to build a firm foundation based on what we have already with that Four of Pentacles energy. And then this is about karmic lessons. This is about completing of a cycle. This is success as well with that Universe card coming in. That's that World card. So we are trying to hold on tightly to something. We're in a mental conflict. There's that Two again. Lots of decision making and choices happening today. We are really in our head about it too with the Two of Swords coming out. Positive movement forward. Eight of Pentacles, more movement. Choices, decisions, movement. What to do and how to do it is the need. There is a decision that has been made to move ahead, but you're at a crossroads of how. You know it needs to happen quickly, but how, right? So how do we move on? What do we do when we move on? What is the tie to our past? How do we heal from that past energy to be able to help us to move on? Okay, let's get some clarification, see if that is the path the universe is trying to take us. We'll look at the Five of Wands first, move on to the Eight of Wands, then the Chariot, and then the Judgment card. And then I'll run out the advice from the bottom of this deck. Let's see here, Five of Wands, please. I like when they just like fall out. They're just like clumsily just, okay. Queen of Pentacles again. Two of Wands. Holy cannoli. More twos. I think every two is present. We have, yeah, Two of Pentacles, Two of Swords, Two of Wands, and yeah, that's it. Funny. Choices, choices, choices. We've got a couple of different paths, and that is the conflict. Look at this. We have the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles. You are in a conflict about which path to choose. Should you choose the Queen of Pentacles? Should you choose the Empress? Maybe you are deciding between a couple of different paths, and you are trying to figure out how to nurture this business idea. You have an idea that is going to be leading you to a lot of high social status, a lot of luxury. It's going to be very intelligent seeking, and it's going to be very practical. So you're figuring out how to nurture that. That's the movement forward, and you're trying to pick up a couple of different paths. This could be you deciding on whether you're going to be more of a businesswoman or are you going to be a mother. For some of you, take this as it resonates, right? So are you going to move into that family way, or are you going to just focus on your career? That is a possibility for some of you, and you're trying to decide. That is this judgment call. There could be a need for you to really be pressured to make a final decision with this Judgment card, because all of the clarification are all twos, right? Remember I was saying in the beginning that this is a final decision, but you have a lot of possibilities about, do I do this way, do I do that way? So especially with the Two of Wands showing up with the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles. Fascinating. Fascinating that those are your obstacles and challenges. For some of you, you're trying to pick between two different people, right? So you're trying to decide which one is which is the Empress, which is the Queen of Pentacles. That is for some of you. Okay. For some of you, you may not feel like you are worthy of somebody of the Empress status quite yet. So somebody down a few pegs on this Queen of Pentacles level might be more of your speed so that you can elevate together. Again, I don't know why that came to me. I just wanted to throw that out there. We do sometimes suffer from confidence as the Six of Wands comes out. Having supporters, feeling like you're in the spotlight, victory, success, triumph. Six of Wands next to the Triumph card of the Chariot is very interesting because you're moving ahead. There's a lot of Wands energy out here. Could be dealing with a fire sign. Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups crossed and it came out over here about having a lot of options, choices, being confused, maybe feeling like, you know, you're worried about something being a missed opportunity with that Seven of Cups. Thank you, universe. Wheel of Fortune. We're looking for our destiny, our good luck, our fortune, our karma. These are, you know, we want to have a lot of success moving ahead and we want it to happen quickly. And there's a lot of options and choices about how to best do that. But we're really kind of hoping and praying that we have good luck with the choice that we make here. Clarifying the Chariot card from my beautiful collective. Thank you, universe. That world, there's the world. And it wanted to reverse. Four of Cups. Okay, the World card wanted to reverse, so we do have repeating cycles. Chariot, clarifying the Chariot. And Four of Cups. Okay. You are really worried about a missed opportunity. And there's a couple of different patterns here of feeling like you're repeating cycles, but you desperately want to take control and charge of something. You're trying to be as focused and driven as possible, and you're putting a lot of hard work into moving ahead, but you keep repeating cycles. There's stagnation, there's emptiness, there's a feeling of repeating cycles here. This Four of Cups coming out, and it's right here again, and then the Chariot also a couple of different times. You're really, you know, there is some sort of reevaluation over some sort of decision that's been made, right? So you're trying to figure out if this is correct or not. Do you repeat a cycle? Do you go back to somebody with the Six of Cups energy and then the World card reversing? Do you go back to somebody and start over again? Will there be victory and success with that? Or are you going to be in regret and feel like you've missed an opportunity to close a cycle and complete something and move ahead? So there's a lot of choices and decisions being made here, but ultimately I do feel like you're going to make a final decision. We're going to look here at the Judgment card. These are coming out quickly. Ace of Swords. The truth. Realizing a truth with the Judgment card and then the truth clarifying that. So you're going to realize what this truth is. You're going to have clear thinking and you're going to have this understanding. You're going to make the correct decision no matter what. Ace of Wands. I do feel like you're making a decision to have a new beginning. You want to start something new. You kind of are eager to accept a new challenge, and especially with all this Four of Cups showing up, you may be a little bit bored. There is a worry about missing an opportunity, but I more so feel like it could be boredom. Nine of Cups. Wishes granted with what I'm just talking about, right? About having your emotional fulfillment, being totally satisfied with that Nine of Cups energy with a new beginning, a new passion. I do feel like you definitely are going to want to accept a new challenge here. You're more so leaning towards that, but you feel like You know, maybe you're just taking a more practical approach and being more about your self-care. And this is the path that you're choosing. And it is an obstacle and challenge to be able to best pursue that, because you maybe you feel like, is this the right path? Is this going to be some sort of karmic lesson I have to recover from? All of these options and choices may be a little bit confusing to you, but you do ultimately feel like you're going to have some success with this movement. There is that lingering feeling, though. There's that lingering feeling in that past tie. 4 of Cups, 6 of Cups. But with this Knight of Cups talking about a new offer coming in, could be dealing with a Capricorn here, and this is talking about some sort of temptation. You are tempted to move. You are tempted to move ahead. You do want to move ahead to something more nurturing, more down to earth, maybe something a little bit more committed, but you are definitely guarded. You're feeling very protective of yourself because of some sort of arguments or fights that you have been in with that five of Swords energy, but you're moving on. Here's the 4 of Cups again, 4 times. Wait, I'm sorry, 3 times. I only have 3 decks. 4 cups 3 times. 7. You're bored and discontented with something that you're having to move on from. You're feeling like you're gonna move on. Here comes the 10 of Cups. You're making a choice and a decision to do this. You're trapped in your head about this decision, but ultimately, look at this. King of Pentacles and the Emperor. And then we have the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles. Yes, definitely trying to move on to this. Wow, there's that Knight of Wands. Careful of that player energy. You definitely want to move into something more committed, and I feel like you're trying to give up that energy. I'm feeling like you're more in and out. Yeah. But I do feel like you are making a decision to move ahead towards something that's going to be more committed, more in line with what you're looking for here. Huh. Wheel of Fortune right there. Interesting. Interesting. All right, let's run out the bottom of the deck. Page of Wands. New exciting plans. Exciting. You're excited about this new beginning. There's good news coming in. You're feeling very cheerful, very excited. Knight of Swords. You're very action-oriented. Somebody's feeling a little bit impatient and a little bit impulsive. Here's that 6 of Cups again, talking about past memories. Somebody feeling like maybe there could be a reconciliation happening. Here comes the Judgment card again, talking about this is also a reconciliation. Somebody could be bringing in, okay, this is for some of you. This is about a reconciliation. Because the Judgment card is also about forgiveness. We're making a judgment call to forgive somebody for something. Even though we do have that 9 of Cups energy, which talks about emotional independence, and I do feel like that could be the detachment here. For some of you, this is realizing that your dreams will be coming true and you would be emotionally fulfilled starting out again with somebody from your past because of this reconciliation energy coming through here. There could be obstacles and challenges because of this past energy here, of feeling like somebody put you in competition and made you feel like they chose between you and someone else, and you may have felt like you were the Empress and they picked a Queen of Pentacles instead of the Empress, and you feel like, okay, bear with me. Somebody made you feel like there was a lot of information coming in about having a lot of somebody being an attention seeker, and they felt like they were, you know, kind of going to suffer some sort of karmic lessons for the choices that they made with that 7 of Cups energy. But you're having a lot of victory and success. And I feel like there could be an ability to have overcoming of obstacles here with the Chariot card. With the Chariot card in the upright, that's about being in control and controlling obstacles, challenges. So you're able to overcome these obstacles. You have some sort of reevaluation with the 4 of Cups, and you're going back to repeat. And you feel like there was an incomplete cycle with somebody from your past that you could be going back to, right? So that is another possibility with you. Here, it looks like somebody's making new exciting plans. They're very excited. They're moving towards this very quickly, very rapidly, especially with the Eight of Wands and the Knight of Swords coming out here towards having a reconciliation. That is for some of you. For others of you, it is the original reading that I had read, where you're making a final judgment call to realize the truth about a situation and you want to start anew. You're feeling very emotionally satisfied from within, and you're feeling like this is something that you want to start over and start on your own. You're choosing self-care, and you feel like you're going to have a lot of success in doing so, even though there are lingering minor ties to the past, but there is an overwhelming sense of you being worried about repeating cycles here with the Four of Cups and the World card reversing. So that could be for some of you. And if that's the case, your advice is to take these new exciting plans, be very focused and direct and assertive in moving ahead. Maybe having forgiveness towards somebody from the past will allow you to heal and detach from some sort of pain caused that is tying you to any kind of energetic anchoring that will not allow you to manifest for your future, right? So if you do feel like, okay, for some of you, you're just like, heck no, I'm not going back to anybody from my past. I'm moving on. I don't do that. Then we have to release that attachment, right? We have to forgive people from our past to be able to move on so that we can release the tethering of those ties, that energetic tie that we make with people whenever we, go and get all tangled up energetically. Our feelings, our history, our, getting to know one another, our, intertwining our lives, exchanging energy sexually and exchanging energy emotionally. When we do that, we bond to people and we create all this energy, and then when you separate, that energy is still there. It's still there and it still needs to be dealt with. It will lose its luster and start to diminish a little bit, but if you don't deal with it and you don't handle it, it still is there. And it's still this energy of, ball mess we've made. That's why you have to be very careful who you choose to mix energy with going forward, because you do exchange energy as well. So if you are high vibing and you mix with somebody who's very, low vibing, they're sad and they're lonely and they're depressed, and you're coming in and you're like, hey, I'm happy, I'm cheerful, maybe I could fix you. You then, have sex with them, and then you feel like, oh, maybe now I'm sad, I'm feeling a little bit low. You've exchanged energy. Maybe they're feeling a little bit happier. They've taken some of your light from you. You have to be careful about the energy that you are exchanging, right? So we do create these balls of energy, and you have to be able to understand what that lesson was, assign it a meaning, be grateful that it happened, and use that to transmute into energy to propel us forward onto our path. So, wow, that was a rabbit hole. I apologize. I get to channeling, and that is bringing in all kinds of information I've heard and applying it towards something that I think might make sense. I hope it makes sense. But yeah, so that has to be dealt with. We have to understand, if somebody pains us and hurts us, holding on to that pain and anger and being victimized by it doesn't serve any purpose. It just ties us to that energy. We have to be able to, forgive somebody for what they've done to you. Ask them for forgiveness for what they've done, for what you've done to them. Even if you don't do it verbally, if you do it energetically and just release that energy, if you feel like you just absolutely cannot talk to somebody, if you feel like you're going to be triggered by somebody, don't talk to them. Don't do it. Wait until you heal to have those conversations. But there are ways to do it without communicating. There are ways to cut cords, cord cutting, untying that energy, healing from that energy, and transmuting that into powerful energy for you to propel you forward. So cord cutting is a beautiful thing. I kind of want to leave it at forgiveness. I kind of want to leave it there because I feel like, that might be the overall energy that we're kind of looking for here with that judgment card. And again, it is about making a final decision. It's about being, very very decisive, and having some self-evaluation as well. So that's not a bad thing, especially with the Six of Cups showing up here. Look at this. Look at what they do. I love the beginning of the reading is the ending of the advice, okay? Do you guys see that? I love when Spirit does this for me, for us. Us. I just watched The Craft last night. Hear me, hear us. Okay. Yeah, I do feel like forgiveness is the message of the day. 1000%. Forgive, move on, assign yourself a reason to be able to close those cycles and to be able to learn from them and apply it to your life so that you can start moving ahead. You're probably going to be tested because universe will test you if it, you know, okay, I got the lesson, I'm good to go. Oh yeah? Prove it. Here's another test. You'll have to prove it. You will. And until you prove that you've learned the lesson, those cycles will keep repeating. It'll keep repeating over and over again. This is indicated here a couple of times. Oh, it took me right to it. World card, world reversed. Those will repeat. All right. I think we need... I like you. Okay. Thinker. Thinkers at the bottom of the deck. And then we have Imagine and Between Worlds. Okay. Between Worlds, number 3. Let's start there. Transitionary periods. I'm going to read the protection message. Be mindful of your expectations. This is not a time for guarantees. Things will not go exactly as you plan or dictate. Let go and see what Spirit has in store. What takes hold in your life will be better than you can imagine. And that's about letting go and letting universe take you between your worlds. You're in a transitionary period, and holding on to things and being stagnant is just a transitionary period. Okay, so Spirit wants you to come on over, but they're going to go ahead and lead you on over to the other side. They're going to take you on out of that transition. So that's about also not being quite out of one situation while still moving into another situation. So in this moment, you're being asked to connect with your higher self and to connect with Spirit. You're temporarily blind to any kind of path currently, is what Spirit's saying here. So just kind of trust in your guides to help you kind of figure out your path and which way you need to go. Let's see here. I think I want to do... No, that's plenty. This is a transitionary period, so yeah, understand that you're in that path. You let go and let Spirit take you over. All right, that was number 3, and then we're going to move to Imagine, number 20. Imagine. I have a feeling. Turning imagination into manifestation. Okay, so this is probably going to be about your thoughts and being mindful of your thoughts and how you manifest based on those. So who do you want to be? What do you need to believe in order to have the life you want? You were gifted with the power to imagine. If you can dream it, you can create it. This is the time when your imagination is the key to manifesting the life you desire. Spend time daydreaming, fashioning a vision board to help you see your goals, or meditating. Allow the power of your creativity to deliver messages of what feeds your soul. Then allow your feelings to mingle with your inspirations and imagine these things being real right now. Then repeat. What you imagine will become your belief, and soon you will see these things come to pass in the outer world as if by magic. I highly recommend going to watch The Secret. It's out on YouTube and you can watch it. I think it's free with commercials. Maybe it's also possibly on Netflix, but it's called The Secret. It's about law of attraction, manifestation. It's about focusing on your mindset and really kind of understanding the power of thought, the power of your true intentions deep within. You know, it's all good and well to say one thing, but universe really knows your heart. They really, really do. And you have to consistently believe in a behavior in order to adapt it as your own. And that's how you change your personality. You have to change your personal reality in order to change your personality. Dr. Joe Dispenza. Okay, thinker. Number 44. You are thinking a lot. This is about being analytical and logical. So the ability to reason and strategize is the focus now. Take things at face value and follow the logical path. Your calculations will prove to be correct, for in this moment there is no deeper meaning than what is obvious. Things are exactly as they seem. You have all the information you need. Keep it simple and you will win in the game of life you're playing right now. So that is, I think, universe telling you to not overthink. Take things at face value and just kind of focus on things as they are. Don't overthink things through. Don't try and put spins on things or try and twist things into different meanings. Take everything at face value is what Spirit's kind of calling you for right there. Beautiful. Let's get a few messages from your future higher self, and that'll close out the reading for today, October 17th. Be sure and hit that like button if you guys are feeling the vibes. What is in my lap? Oh, I'm about to dump those out. 6 of Swords, moving on. Bottom of that. I did want to end it with, okay. Oops, cut. Did I? Cutting again. You will get what you wish for, but is it truly what you want? Was I not just talking about your thoughts are powerful, how powerful your thinking is? Be careful of how your thought processes go and what it is that you're asking for, because is it truly what you want? Really be careful of that. You will be a great success, but you will have to go through it to get there. There are lessons to be learned, yes. And we have to apply those lessons, right, in order to help transmute us into the energy we need to traject us to the path we're supposed to be on. You're exactly where you need to be. You know, unicorn. You are exactly where you need to be. Take chances. You'll realize how perfect something will turn out. Don't forget to fulfill your needs while helping others. Don't forget that self-care and that nurturing. Be willing to let go of everything you once thought to be true. That's about evolution, evolving our thinking, evolving our feelings. You know, if we're not constantly learning and we're sitting in stagnation, then you cannot possibly grow from there. You can't. Okay. Own your time and give it meaning. Don't let it pass you by. That's a good one. That is a really good one, about being very conscious of how you spend your time. Because spending time is money, man, and that's energetic exchange. So own it, give it meaning. Don't let it just slip away from you and be careless and wasted. And then change your perspective of the people that are around you and keep an open mind. I'm not just talking about perspectives and personalities and personal realities. Interesting. So keep an open mind about everyone around you. Spirit is calling for you to do. Don't be so judgmental up front. I have a problem with that. One of my mediums told me, though, that I'm just reading people. I'm not being judgmental. I'm reading. I'm helping. But if you change your perspective of the people that are around you, I think that this will bring you more clarity and more understanding, and this will help you have even more of an open mind. And I think that's the path that universe is calling you for right now. Okay, my beautiful collective, I think that was your message for today. I thank y'all so very much for tuning in, and I hope this helped. I hope it resonated. Be sure and hit that like, share, comment, subscribe button so that I'm able to better attune to each and every single one of you. And if you head on over to TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, give me a follow on their pages. I'm posting all of the time things about celestial events, daily affirmations, tarot tips, etc. And then those mini readings I'm posting there first. And then I come over here and do the extended. So feel free to help yourself if you are so inclined. And be sure and check that description box below for information about the decks that I use and how to get a hold of me for a personal reading if you are so inclined. I am wishing you all love, light, abundance, and positive vibes. I will see you soon. Have a great day.